Hello all, 4-Player Squad Gaming here, and this is our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. The Lost City of Amdapor Hard is a level 60 optional trial featured during the quest One More Night in Amdapor. The quest giver is Isumi Yan at the Conjurers Guild in Old Gridania. It is also worth mentioning that at the time of recording this video, 40 Tomestones of Poetics are awarded upon completion. And completion of the Heavensward main scenario quest and the original Lost City of Amdapor quest need to be completed before unlocking this duty. So without further ado, let's dive into the guide. Head down the stairs and kill the scarab beetle directly ahead. Once down the stairs, clear the unfortunate eggs wall blocking our path. Clear the 3 magic crawler adds here, being mindful of frontal cone AoEs that can inflict poison. Either dodge or interrupt as necessary. Once clear, the gate will open and 2 gremlins will engage the party. Watch out for the circular AoE from fire too, this can and should be interrupted. The gremlins will also target one random party member and debuff them with misery for 15 seconds. This increases damage received, however this can basically be ignored. Head down the walkway and clear the small set of adds ahead, again being mindful of their frontal cones, circular AoE and debuffs. Once at the bottom, pick up and clear the adds, then make your way through the first unfortunate egg's wall. You will then be attacked by a swarm of Wimora. Kill these quickly, head through the last egg wall and proceed to boss fight number 1. Our first boss is Achamoth. Start this fight as normal with the tank gain enmity and the party dealing damage. After a short while, the boss will start to cast Neurosqualmer. This ability deals area-wide damage and leaves a projection of each party member, facing in the direction that they were at the end of the cast. We need to position ourselves to be facing outwards towards the edges of the arena. After a few seconds, all of the projections will cast a large frontal cone in front of their position. If placed correctly, all the AoE will be faced out of the arena and leaving us plenty of space to avoid the damage. Failure to place these correctly can lead to the whole platform being covered and the party taking unnecessary damage. Whilst this is happening, one party member will be marked and they will be followed by a gas cloud. This gas cloud needs to be carted away from the party and the party member should then pop the cloud, leaving a puddle of poison behind. Standing in this puddle will debuff party members with a stacking vulnerability up debuff. The boss will also use Psychosqualmer, a large frontal cone ability. These mechanics then rotate, so make sure to position yourself well and keep uptime on the boss. Before long, the Achamoth will be killed. Pick up your loot and proceed. Once in the next area, head down the stairs towards the first platform. Here, we will be ambushed by a rift dragon. Avoid its frontal cone evil eye and kill it quickly. A magic walkway will appear, allowing us to proceed to the next platform. Pick up the adds here and take them over to the light. This reduces the damage dealt and increases the damage received to the corpses. The Amdapor adds are also white mages that will try to cast Cure and Holy. These can and should be interrupted. Once clear, kill the Void Monk heading up the stairs, being mindful of a large circular AoE and proceed down. Collect the adds here and take them to the light as before. Clear these and proceed. Once at the bottom, take these adds to the light as well. Once the first set are down, another Rift Dragon will ambush the party. After killing the dragon, head through towards boss fight number 2. Winged Lion is our second boss. Start the fight as normal with the tank gaining enmity and the party dealing damage. Almost immediately, the Lion will use Ancient Arrow. This large circular AoE deals moderate damage and should be avoided. Soon after, the boss will float in the air and leave an arcane sphere behind. The party need to focus this sphere and kill it quickly. As the larger it gets, the more area-wide damage is dealt from Ancient Holy. Throughout this fight, the boss will leave orbs around the arena, indicating wind and earth elements. These orbs will explode if not popped, dealing area-wide damage. When the boss casts Ancient Libra, the party will be debuffed with either wind resistance down or earth resistance down. The party members need to pop their opposite orbs to stop them dealing area-wide damage. Walking into the same orb as your debuff, however, will deal huge damage to the player, so this also needs to be avoided. Later in the fight, Amdapori gargoyle adds will spawn. These need to be killed quickly. The mechanics mentioned before rotate throughout the fight, with more orbs being dropped as the fight progresses. Simply deal with them as mentioned before until the boss is down. Pick up your loot and proceed through the Stone of Transference. Once in the next area, head down the stairs onto the first platform. The stone statues will animate into clay effigies. Gain enmity of these and also the patrolling light sprite. We need to be mindful of frontal cones from the clay beasts. Once the platform has been cleared, a new staircase will appear. There will be other staircases to go down. If you want more loot, make sure to head down these as each dead-end staircase has a treasure coffer at the end. Once on to platform 2, 3 mana idols will animate and another light sprite will patrol this area. Clear the group here, being mindful of large point blank AoEs from the mana idols. Proceed down the staircase to the third and final platform. 3 mana pots will animate and another light sprite will join the fight. We need to watch out for the mysterious light ability from the mana pots. Simply face away from them to avoid the extra damage. Once the enemies have been cleared, enjoy the short cutscene. Kuribu is our final boss. Start this fight as normal with the tank gaining enmity and facing the boss away from the party. Almost immediately the boss will use Glory. This large frontal cone needs to be avoided. In the boss's normal form, all the healing abilities listed will heal the boss. When Kuribu casts Regen, a shiny bubble will be left behind. The boss needs to be carted out of this area to negate the healing from it. Kuribu will dash to a player and then start to cast Cure 4. The party members need to collapse on Kuribu's position, and for each player stood on the marker beneath, the efficacy of the Cure 4 cast will be reduced. We need to keep up damage on the boss until we kill it, or so it may seem. Kuribu will resurrect using Seed of Life and will now be under the effect of Reverse. This now means all healing abilities will instead deal damage. Regen will now be marked with a dark purple bubble. All players need to move away from this area, as standing inside will inflict party members with the Bleed debuff, dealing damage over time. Cure 4 will now become a damaging ability in the form of a proximity based marker. Simply move as far away from the marker as possible to reduce damage taken. Cure 3 will also become a damaging ability. 2 players will be marked by a red marker and have a large circular AoE zone around them. Move to a safe position and do not overlap any party member. Heal through this damage as necessary. These abilities rotate until we kill Kuribu. As before, Kuribu will resurrect and will cancel Reverse. During this phase, however, Kuribu can swap in and out of Reverse at any point, so be mindful if the boss's abilities are heals or damage based. Soon after coming back, Kuribu will summon a high Poto. In healing form, this ad will tether and heal the boss. We simply need to kill it as quickly as possible to end the healing. The decoy when Kuribu is in reverse will be a low Poto. This will tether to the healer and reduce the healing potency of all spells. The party needs to focus the ad down quickly. The fight will now continue with the boss using all the aforementioned abilities. We just need to be mindful of what form Kuribu is in. Keep up the damage until the boss is down. And there you have it, the Lost City of Amdapor Hard is complete. Remember to commemorate the player you believe deserves it most and pick up your loot. We give this trial a difficulty rating 2 out of 5 swords. There are multiple different mechanics encountered throughout, however this is countered by low health pools of the bosses. The special loot for the dungeon includes Travanian equipment and accessories eye level 195, the Morvo minion, the Ancient City Orchestrion roll and the Kuribu card. Remember to like, comment and if you haven't already, click to subscribe. Up next is Saw Kai. We are 4 Player Squad Gaming, thanks for watching.